But all eyes are on Kevin Durant as we wait for him to make his decision, and more on Durant's decision. We bring in Drew Shiller, who is an analyst for the Santa Cruz Warriors and the Pac-12 Network. Thanks for joining us today.
Glad to be here.
All right, so Durant says he's going to make a decision and announce it tomorrow.
Yep.
What does that mean? Where do you think he's leaning with this?
Well, for the last couple years, I always thought that Kevin Durant was going to stay in Oklahoma City. He was going to be there with Russell Westbrook and Serge Ibaka, really for maybe their entire careers. But now Ibaka's gone. And the fact that Durant is waiting until Monday makes me believe that he's really stressing over this decision. And I think it's possible that he wants to come to the Warriors, but he's just having a tough time rationalizing it because he feels so loyal to Oklahoma City.
And there were 5 teams in the mix for his services, but it's believed that it's really down to Oklahoma City and the Warriors at this point. Okay, so let's say Durant comes to Golden State.
Yes.
What do the Warriors need to do as far as making room for him, and what does it mean for players like Harrison and Andrew Bogut?
Well, it does mean that they'll be gone. Harrison Barnes, they'll renounce him, they'll renounce Festus Ezeli, and the Warriors will obviously try to trade Andrew Bogut. They probably won't have a difficult time doing that, and then it means they got to fill out their roster 5 or 6 spots with guys that are not going to be making a lot of money. They have the room exception, and then guys that'll be on veteran minimums. They can't be picky. They're going to have to find guys that are willing to sacrifice and come in and not play for a lot of money, but I think guys will be willing to do that because they're going to be in great position to win multiple championships.
Here comes Williams. Gets tied up in the Euro step and draws the foul.
And in real time, that looked pretty clean. I don't know if there was enough contact here, but Elliott Williams definitely went and sold it as he kind of flailed his arms a little bit.
So Matt Brazzi's going to challenge this.
Yes, the call is overturned, and that is a good call. Threet reaches in, gets contact to the basketball. Now, are they going to say it's RGV basketball? And they are, because when Elliott Williams lost control of it, it clearly went to a Viper.
If there wasn't clear control, in some cases they'd have a jump ball
right
at midcourt. But the Vipers do have possession.
Well, hey, I am overall a fan of instant replay. I understand that it slows the game down at times, and that it also can be used a little bit too liberally. But it just got the call right there.
So RGV gets that timeout back. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. Jaren Johnson up top to Cummings. 8 on the shot clock for the Snakes. Has Jones on him. Gets the screen. 2 to shoot. Has to hoist. He does, and Koshball snares the miss.
And still enough time for Santa Cruz just to get a quick 2, but Verdell Jones just says, no, I'm going to get 3.
And he has come alive in the second half. All 13 of his points coming in minutes 25 through 48. 2-point ball game here in Surf City. Three foul.
Santa Cruz had a foul to give. That is the first foul in the final 2 minutes. So not a bad decision by Elliott Williams. He was beat. Threet had space, and so he just kind of grabbed him.
4th personal on Williams. 1:07 left. The shot clock at 14. Joshua Smith is going to come back in, and I wonder what they're going to do, Drew.
Little
maybe try
offense
to
for defense sub. Yes,
throw it to him down south.
Matt Koshball has got to be prepared, and he has to assume that Cummings is going to come up, or they're going to throw it right into Smith.
All of that 350-pound frame to try to post up Koshball. Here he is, 5 on the shot clock. Backs that thing up and loses it out of bounds.
Well, Aaron Kraft did a nice job of coming over to double team. Smith spun back right into it, and I think it was Kraft who reached in and dislodged the basketball.
Delay of game warning has been given to RGV, so the next delay of game on the Vipers is a technical free throw for Santa Cruz. A chance to tie or take the lead here for SCW. Kraft can't tie the game.
It was a beautiful move. And he jumped up with the opposite leg to shield off the defender and just didn't quite get enough spin on the angle to get the ball to go in.
8 on the shot clock. Kraft trying to get the steal. 3 slips. Has 2 to shoot. Loses the handle. Out for Williams. Tries to the rack in the reverse layup. Ties the ball game at 109.
Well, Aaron Kraft missed the game-tying layup, but certainly made up for it on the defensive end, pounding, coming to the point where he slipped, almost went over and back, and then Santa Cruz able to get the steal. And that was just a terrific defensive effort.
Kevin Dana alongside Drew Shiller joining you courtside here at Kaiser Permanente Arena. Drew, we knew this was going to be a tough go of things for Santa Cruz, playing with just 7 guys. What did you see out of them in the first half?
Well, offensively, 12 turnovers, and I see a team that clearly misses the playmaking of Elliott Williams and Darrington Hobson. And then defensively, Santa Cruz just not communicating, not getting back in transition. The Bighorns came in tonight averaging 16 fast break points. Santa Cruz has already surrendered 29 in the first half.
Well, for the Reno Bighorns, it's been all about Chad Topper. 6 of 7 from downtown, 19 points. He has been lighting up the Santa Cruz Warriors.
Well, I mentioned the poor communication, the bad transition defense. Chad Topper making Santa Cruz look silly. You see in transition, just an easy dribble handoff, a wide open 3. Then in the half court, another wide open pick and pop. This guy is 6 for 7 from beyond the arc. And for Santa Cruz, you should not even allow him to get 3 or even 4 attempts in the second half, because someone should be out on him at all times.
Third member of our team, former Stanford basketball player Drew Shiller. Drew?
Well, exactly 1 year ago, Harvard Westlake head coach David Rabibo was still an assistant coach at the University of San Francisco. But a year ago tomorrow, he was hired as the new head coach of the Wolverines. At the time, Coach Rabibo said this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and a dream job. But did he think he would be in the state title game in year 1? I asked him that during warm-ups, and his answer was honest and simple: no.
Need a bucket to tie, a 3 to take the lead.
I expect Washington State to penetrate, possibly get to the rim, or kick it out to an open shooter for 3.
Awa with 15 seconds to go.
Gotta go, gotta go.
Awa gets it to Hristova. 9 seconds on the clock. Hristova with some daylight. Can't connect. Rebound goes out of bounds with 3 seconds on the clock to WSU. What do you draw up here, Drew?
The Cougars have a timeout remaining. Is Coach Doherty going to call it, or does she want to just run something and not let UCLA get its defense set? She is going to call time. Now, the issue there is Washington State took a long time to get into anything, and they didn't really give themselves an opportunity to possibly miss and then foul and then get another crack at it. But because of this loose ball going out of bounds, definitely off of UCLA, the right call, the Cougars get one more chance. Now, this is a tough position to be entering the ball in, all the way over in the corner. And now Coach Close is going to call timeout. She wanted to see what Washington State was going to get lined up in.
Drew, why is that so difficult?
Well, you just don't have as much space, and it's difficult to make a pass all the way from the corner, possibly to underneath the basket, whereas if you're closer to the rim, you got space maybe on the weak side and on the strong side to run some action.
Gotcha. Because with 3 seconds, time is precious.
Time is precious, and when you're just all the way, you feel like you're kind of trapped in the corner, and there's not as much room to operate.
All right, everybody's out of timeout, so once we resume play, that will be it. 3 seconds and 2 points separating these two teams. What a heck of a ball game today.
Heck of a ball game, and if you're Washington State here, really you got 2 options. You got to try to run some sort of deceptive motion where someone can back cut, and you'd have to deliver a really, really good pass all the way from the corner to the rim. Now, the defender for UCLA should definitely be taking away that option. They should be kind of towards the basket, right along the baseline, to force the ball to go out to the wing, and that's where Hristova may be coming off some sort of screen to catch the ball on that left wing to get off a 3.
The team's assist leader in Awa will inbound for Washington State.
And you can see it. I think Hristova is just going to pop out to the left.
Here we go.
There she goes. She's open.
Hristova. can't get the roll.
Wow.
And that is the ball game. WSU got the look it wanted, and Hristova couldn't convert.
Well, that's all you can ask for if you're Coach Doherty. When you draw something up, you hope that your team can go out in a pressure situation and execute it. And as we take a look, this is as good as it gets for Hristova, who had a couple shots late down the stretch go in and out, and you can see the emotion. She is frustrated, but UCLA able to salvage the road split.
Coach, you told me before the game that you did not expect to be coaching here today. Are you afraid that you may have set the bar a little bit too high by winning the state championship your first year on the job?
That's these guys. They bought into everything we've said from day one. They worked their tails off, and it's a testament to their hard work. You know, and we knew how good we could be, and we knew what we could be. And if they bought in, we would be it, and they did. It was a great job and a testament to them.
Thanks, Coach. Wolfgang, you sure set the tone early with 18 points in the first half. You finished with 26. What was your mindset entering this game?
We were going to win.
You transferred out here from New York last year, but you didn't get to play your junior season with that broken foot. Now you're a state champion. Is this how you dreamed it would end up?
Absolutely. I was very confident we could always do it. You know, there were some challenges along the way. It's a great feeling.
Congratulations. Go enjoy it with your team. Got off to a little bit of a slow start in the first half, just 5 points. You missed your first 5 shots, but you had 11 points in the second half. What changed for you?
I listened to my teammates. They were supportive the whole time. They were like, "Don't worry, you got this. You got this. This is not a big stage. Oh, it is a big stage. You know, they're trying to keep me down a little bit. You know, and I just believe in my teammates. They helped me out, and we got the win."
So it's about 1:45 here on Saturday afternoon. Are you going to be out on the baseball field on Monday?
You know, I'm trying. I'm really trying. I'm a pitcher, and I really want to play. I got to talk to Coach, but we're going to enjoy this right now.
Yes, go enjoy it. Congratulations. Steve?